Life is so busy. If you blink, you can miss something amazing. It's important to take a moment and enjoy what we have and the people around us. I'm Mo Hagan, Chief Operating Officer for canfitpro, and welcome to A Moment with Mo, a podcast where I will welcome some incredible guests to talk fitness and nutrition, mindset and self-empowerment, setting our goals into action, and much, much more. Now let's get chatting. Hello and welcome to today's episode, A Moment with Mo. And A Moment with Mo with host Mo Hagan. That would be me. And I am thrilled to be here. We're going to dive deep into conversations around health and wellness and, of course, professional and personal development and growth. And every episode, oh my gosh, it's so unique because each guest brings their lived journeys, their unique and personal perspectives. And of course, each guest contributes to the message, which today is super close to my heart. And with that, it makes every episode meaningful and uplifting. This journey to this podcast is part of my purpose in serving the world in the way that I know serves best my purpose in life. And, creating positive change in the world is really why I exist. I came upon a coach, Jerry Visca, over a decade ago, who really helped me dig deep into what inspires me and really to review and to reflect on my journey and my career and see how I could really align my deepest aspirations with the passions that I have around health, wellness, fitness, and living a good life. And in doing so, I was able to get clear on my purpose, my why, and that is your why in life. That is your driving desire in which you serve the world every day, doing what truly aligns with your passion and with your goals. So every day I wake up knowing why I exist. From that point, I really got clear on how I wanted to contribute to the world in serving the industry that I'm in, fitness and health, but also I wanted to help move the world forward by serving this community because we know the positive impact that health and fitness brings into the life of everyone that we embark upon, serve, and work with. So this journey of exploring why, I feel, really begins with understanding your story and then having the confidence through knowing why to share your story. So that's really what this platform is about. Today's episode, as I mentioned, is really close to my heart because we are going to dive into a topic that resonates with so many, and that is the incredible impact that women in health and fitness bring to the world. Now, I'm blessed to work in the community where I get to work with so many diverse individuals. And I've also come to explore how important it is to help women rise in the fitness industry in the areas that they serve. So today, women are not just, participants in business. They are trailblazers. They're reshaping the landscape, not only in the health and fitness community, but in every community and business that exists today. And the importance of women in C-suite positions or rising to the top of their careers is more important than ever before. It brings balance, it brings diversity, it brings inclusivity, and it brings those essential skills that balance out the skill set in any business. They also women I find lead with that emotional intelligence that really inspires deeper, more honest and candid conversations that really help people rise. And recently I've experienced the importance of that through an event that I run, many of you know, is canfitpro and canfitpro Global. And that's where I've had the opportunity to work with so many incredible women who have helped serve another purpose in the fitness industry here in Canada. And that is living the legacy of the late Sharon Mann, but also to rise in roles within the industry that really give women a position and platform. And that's with the awards that we give out at canfitpro Global. And they are so many. We have Volunteer of the Year, Fitness Professional of the Year. We have the Pro Trainer of the Year awards. We have Delegates Choice Presenters of the Year. And of course, the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. It just so happens that we have finalists from the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award with us as our 3 guests. We also have winners of many of the other awards that are here today representing these 3 incredible women that I'm going to invite to join me right now. We have Tara Dinyer, Jessica Hastings-Lesperance, Jennifer Sawyer. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Mo. So happy to be here. Hi, everyone.
And I have to say right at the top, this podcast is really not only the opportunity for me to hold these inspiring conversations that not only lift me up, but the community that has the opportunity of tapping into these episodes, but it also gives me the opportunity to hang out with my besties on a regular basis. So thank you so much. We do cross paths, but not as often as I love. So having these podcasts, I get to see and see my friends, meet new friends, and really build relationships and help to live my purpose, which is giving a platform for these important conversations. So thanks for saying yes to the podcast.
Hey, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, well, I cannot start our conversation today without expressing my gratitude for not only being here today, ladies, but just what you exemplify in the work that you do. And your work is so diverse. So we're going to learn about that in your intros that I will give now, but also in the questions that I want to ask each of you. And then we'll bring it all together with just a bow because it's going to be such rich information. Then together will give us all a platform to help elevate the lives of others that are listening and viewing today. We're going to embark upon conversation that's going to really lift our courage to share what perhaps we haven't had the opportunity to share. I love personal courage. It is really at the heart of becoming the leader that we desire to be. Also, that entrepreneurial spirit. I was always told I wasn't an entrepreneur. I would work for a company, but I realized that working within a company is your opportunity to be an entrepreneur or entrepreneur. But that spirit is so important because all of you are examples of being entrepreneurs within your organization has moved your organization forward and your community and your world. And then, of course, storytelling is at the heart of living your why. So we're going to get to do that today, too. All right. So let's begin. I'm going to, first of all, introduce, and I'm doing this not in any particular order, unless you're really paying attention. It is alphabetical by last name. Tara Dinyer is a professor and program coordinator in health, wellness, and fitness at Mohawk College. She is the international facility lead for the School of Health and board member for the Community Support Center, Haldeman, Norfolk. And she is the recent recipient of the President's Award of Excellence from Mohawk College and Gold Level and College Institutes Canada Award for Faculty Excellence. And I think that is 2 of many awards you deserve, my friend, because you have such a unique way of leading and you have developed an incredible award-winning faculty. And I can't wait to hear more about how you set up success for your students. So I'd also like to say about Tara, not only does these awards recognize you as a remarkable educator and inspiration to everyone that you work with, but also Tara is passionate about her work with students and sharing what she's learned with the fitness industry. And Tara, for those who haven't had the opportunity to meet, has presented in many spaces and places, but with canfitpro over the years. And it's so great to have you here today.
Thanks, Mo. It's great to be here.
Next up is Jessica Hastings-Lesperance. And Jessica, we've had the opportunity of working indirectly for many years and now more closely. Got to hug you for the first time this year at canfitpro. It was so wonderful. Here is your bio. I love, and this is a hint to all, your bio is really your signature. And I love how you start. We say about Jessica, fierce and epic, all rolled into one. I love that. Jessica is an absolute rock star in the world of real estate. Raised with real estate in her entire life, she has had a front row seat to some of the top producing realtors in the country. As co owner, marketing visionary, director of operations, and realtor at Terry Hastings Real Estate Group, Keller Williams Realty Centers, Jessica plays a pivotal role in one of the top producing Keller Williams teams in all of Canada. I've actually realized that I'm familiar with that group of realtors, and I didn't really know it until I met you. Inspiring entrepreneur, real estate investor, coach, speaker, and two-time Amazon best-selling author, Jessica's influence extends far beyond real estate. Jessica hosts the $1 Million Realtor podcast and has been featured on many media outlets, including podcasts, real estate, TV talk shows, and the NYC Journal. And her insights published in various magazines also. And then recently, Jessica was recognized as the top fitness instructor for 2023 by Impact Magazine. And most recently, the canfitpro Fitness Professional of the Year 2024. And Jessica, your dedication to excellence is evident in everything you've undertaken. And again, congratulations on that award. It was a double female win. And I hope, I know that's powerful for all women in the fitness industry, because there are some challenges with women rising in the fitness industry due to the multiple roles they live in their life. And we do have a concern about females leaving the fitness industry. So thank you for being a great role model and inspiration to all.
Thank you, Mo. I'm pumped to be here, of course.
All right. And speaking of inspiration for all, our third guest today, Jennifer Sawyer. Jennifer, I got to meet very early, kickoff January 2024. We did a women's retreat together. I just had no idea of the rock star in the house until I got to know Jen a little more. And you've had quite the year, my friend. Jen, you are a positive and energetic coach, as noted by many. You're passionate about health, fitness, and well-being. No doubt that's why you're in this industry. Mm-hmm. And you're proud of the strong team that you've compiled and you lead at North End Fitness and Training in Port Perry, Ontario. That's in Canada, for those who may not be aware. And as a certified, get this, fitness instructor specialist, personal trainer specialist, and healthy eating and weight loss coach, Jen has been instructing dance and fitness classes with canfitpro for over 20 years and discovered her love for group fitness while teaching at the student gym at Queen's University. I love the history. It's rich. And then ever since, you continue to instruct hundreds of individuals from preteens to postpartum moms, seniors, elite athletes, and everyone in between. And Jen loves to share a passion and love for group fitness with all her FIS students, both online and in person, as a canfitpro pro trainer. And Jen is the recipient, fasten your seatbelts, everybody, of the 2024 canfitpro Pro Trainer Rookie of the Year and this year's Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. Congratulations and welcome.
Amazing. Thank you much. Thank you so much, Mo. So happy to be here.
So there you have it. It's the triple threat and the triple scoop and the triple amazing. Oh boy, I can't wait to dive in. So the other reason I brought you all together is you are all recognized as Sharon Mann Inspiration role models. You are the 3 finalists this year. And it's never enough time to celebrate you all and congratulate you all. But just know that I was so proud standing on stage, recognizing you all, announcing your names. And then, of course, as all women do, applauding your co-finalist on receiving the award this year. And so again, congratulations, Jen, and congratulations, Tara and Jessica. So proud. So would Sharon be, and her husband, Tim, very proud, as he couldn't even select because it was that amazing for all of you. A little plug, Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. If you hear stories today and you're like, how do I learn more about helping to keep the legacy of Sharon Mann alive? And if you, as Jennifer said, you're not familiar with Sharon, but you heard about Sharon's epic impact on the industry, then you can learn more, and I'll tell you how. Okay, so let's bring everyone center stage, and we are going to start with my first question. And I'm going to start with Tara, because I think, Tara, you and I have known each other the longest. My goodness, I don't know how long that's been, but if your memory is better than mine, then do let me know.
Well, do we want to admit it? I think it starts with a 2. 20-something years, I would say.
I would say, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I know one of my best memories of being a trainer on a bike was with you at McMaster back in the day.
Right.
But there was times, I think, even closer connections. But I've absolutely enjoyed aligning with your journey. It reminds me that we all have quite an epic, unique journey, and through that, really cool perspectives and insights. So I can't wait for you to share them. But we're going to invite you to talk about your latest insights as an educator and program coordinator. What is the most important lesson you've learned from your students that you believe could inspire others in the health and fitness industry?
Yeah, I could talk for hours about that, because the students are so inspirational to me. And I'm on campus right now, so you might hear some enthusiasm in the background, which is actually one of my favorite sounds, the sound of the students learning and enjoying. So I couldn't nail it down to quite one, so I'm going to use 2 words. I want to say that from both my international and domestic students, the 2 most important lessons I think I've learned have been resilience and curiosity. We all know, particularly over the last 4.5 years, everybody's experienced a lot of change. Our international students had to cope with time zone differences, language barriers, different food, unfamiliar technologies. Domestic students are working so hard to balance family responsibilities, work commitments, and things like that. And I found it really inspiring to see how both groups have embraced these new tools, formed study groups, and found different ways to stay motivated in new environments. But when I thought about this question, what really resonated with me was actually a workshop I attended when I first started at Mohawk. And I was asked to develop a philosophy on teaching. And the facilitator laid a whole bunch of photos out and said, pick one that speaks to you and tell us how that aligns with your philosophy. So I chose a photo of someone scuba diving. And I love scuba diving. It's how I met my husband. But beyond that, it really resonated with me, because I think about when I go on a scuba dive, I can be with a huge group of people. We come back up to the surface, we talk about our dive, and we might have all had a totally different experience with that dive from what we saw, what we experienced. And I find that that is so similar to teaching. I'll share a concept in a lecture or in a lab, and when given a chance to discuss as a class, I love hearing the different perspectives that the students are sharing about what they took away from that lesson. And I think that those are the times I truly learn the most, both from and about my students. And so I carry these lessons with me with my work with women in the fitness space, because I think, similar to students who have had to adapt to these different modes of learning, women in fitness have to navigate and explore different obstacles, societal expectations, time constraints, self-doubt. And so if we are able to look at fitness just as a journey that requires flexibility, it's so much better when women are able to adapt their fitness goal and are confident in their ability to explore and embrace change and grow stronger in every aspect of their journey.
Wow, that is so great. It's a wonderful for the youth to actually teach those who've been, imparting their, print on the earth, thinking they have to, especially women. I was always told, this is how you should be. This is what you should do. This is, follow the same path and story as many, but your students taught you through the experience you had that it really is about your own unique journey and perspectives and experiences. Your analogy to diving, that is so true.
Yeah, after I did that workshop, it just all became crystal clear for me. And yeah, my initials are TLD, Tara Lynn Dinyer, and I kind of take that to mean take life deeper, both physically through diving and through how we experience things.
Oh, wow, girlfriend. Never heard that before. And I love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, thank you for sharing that. It's take life deeper. Perfect. Wow. I'm just soaking that one in. And I really feel in my role as a chief at canfitpro, really welcoming, getting curious and about the different perspectives. Because again, like you said, you teach the lesson, you assume that the outcome will be the same and you learn from your students. It's not. It really made me check in with myself for a second there and think, I'm going to approach my huddles a little differently next week.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great learning.
Mhm.
All right, Jessica, my question for you is, given the extensive experience in both real estate and fitness, how do you see the skills from one industry enhancing success in the other, especially for women looking to break barriers?
Yes. I love this question because it hits on so many important topics. First, I would say one of the core skills I've developed from both industries is 100% adaptability. Whether I'm dealing with fluctuating markets in real estate or helping someone overcome personal challenges in fitness, I have to be quick on my feet and responsive to change. Every day, something changes. We book our our activities every week. And I tell you, my day changes every single day. And you have to be willing to accommodate and shift and quick and move and implement all the time. That's how I roll at such a high success rate. And another important fact I felt was women, especially working moms, excel in this area because we are natural multitaskers and we can adjust rapidly to shifting circumstances. We have the phone, we have the baby on our shoulder, we're doing laundry. We're just used to these things that shift all the time. Another key strength for me is empathy. As women, we're natural born empaths. We just have that natural ability. This is where we are able to connect deeply with our clients and for me, in real estate and fitness. And I feel that ability to truly understand and respond to people's needs, that's what makes women exceptional leaders in these spaces.
That gives permission for women to be empathetic and share emotion. And I will confess and say that once upon a time, back in the early days before human resources, I was told by someone, leave your emotions at the door.
Yeah.
Leave your life at the door and be that, perfect, stoic leader, blah, 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 blah. But I realized that the more, I loved how you said it. I want you to repeat that if I can't find it. Natural born empaths.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I realized the strength of empathy as that emotional intelligence skills, the connection I know I've experienced with my team and my community has just been stronger since. Thank you for sharing that. And I love how you break the rule or that, stereotype that you can't multitask. Oh, yes, you can. It's just, you have to be a resilient, adaptable woman.
Yes. I think it's going to happen no matter what. As much as we try not to, it just happens.
Hone the skill, use it, own it. I love it. Yeah. That is remarkable.
I love that. And I love that you're talking about the multitasking too, and how Tara said, I loved that metaphor, by the way, with the scuba diving. That was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that. But how all of our experiences are different, right? Yes. So we're all combating this. We're coming into the fitness industry. We're trying, maybe reaching for similar goals and such, but we do have to remember what all three of you have, alluded to, is that our experiences are different, and we have to bring those experiences to the table as part of our journey and part of our strength. So I love that I can see a similar theme floating in between all of your comments today.
Isn't that, I love that. It's the thread that weaves through. We're all different, but we are all alike in the unique ways that we choose to live life. And that is serving the world with your unique gift, which is your why, the reason you exist. Yeah. And being courageous to do that. And that's one of the most beautiful parts of Sharon Mann that I recall, is that she would just She would use her natural gifts, walk in a room, light it up with her smile and her charisma, not to mention her wicked fitness level, but it was her willingness to break barriers and to reimagine, innovate, and create things. And when she was told no, that's when you saw the true and authentic Sharon, which has made her the icon in the industry that she became and will continue to be through the legacy that we have here and the three of you and the story that you'll share as a result. But yeah, I agree with you, Jen, 100%. So Jen, my question to you is, and I love this because I learned a lot about you when I watched you in action as you may be a rookie pro trainer at the moment, but you are no longer. You taught the first fitness instructor specialist certification course at canfitpro Global. Yeah. And you brought skills to the table that one of our most veteran pro trainers was just jaw-dropping, shocked at how much he could learn from another pro trainer, let alone someone who he had heard was just new to the team. So you set a bar very high there. I want to learn more from you on that, in your ability to teach. You have a background in teaching, so it brings the beauty to what you do today. You do teach a diverse range of individuals throughout your career. What strategies do you find most effective in fostering a sense of community and inclusivity within your fitness classes or within your club, within your community? Do share.
Well, Mo, in your intro, you actually mentioned inclusivity. And I think that's key. Inclusivity is key because when people feel included and they feel like they're part of a group, that's when people feel safe. That's when people feel safe. They feel open and confident to reach their goals. So this basic human need that we have of a sense of belonging, I truly believe is what draws people to group fitness. So I think that this is one major reason why people are choosing to, work out in a group as opposed to by themselves. And as the instructor or the leader in the room, it's your job to facilitate the acceptance into that group. And so regardless of who, is in my studio or in my gym or in my space, there's a few things that I like to do to build this inclusivity. And the first is to kind of scan the room and look for similarities in the group. So rather than focus on differences that I may see, I like to find something that everyone has in common. And oftentimes that's that everyone has a goal. So you're going to see different people, different bodies, different shapes, different sizes. Different goals are within that room, but the common thread is that everybody's working towards change. Everybody's working towards progress. They're wanting to, strive or work towards something. So I like to bring attention to this and say to the group, I know you're all here reaching for different goals, but we're all here together. And we're all here, we're going to be working together as a team. And that brings me to the use of inclusive language. So referring to the group as a team or as a family or as a community is very, very important. And reminding them that as a whole, they have a lot more strength than as a singular. And what I mean by that is oftentimes, we've all seen it in the fitness industry, is people will push further. They'll do more when they're working on a team or with a group, rather than working on their own. And so I push my class and I work with the community and say things like, all right, come on team, we got 10 more squats. I know if you were doing this alone in your living room, you would have given up by now, but you're going to continue pushing because we're here, we're working together. And I'll tell you a funny story that happened recently. I said something like that in one of my classes, and one of the members came up to me after class and she said, Jen, I really love that you said that. Thank you for saying that because it's true. If I had been doing that at home, I would have given up a long time ago. I would have already gone to the kitchen and made a mini egg latte. So I have to laugh because I didn't even know that was such a thing.
Yeah.
But she thanked me and said, you reminded me that I'm here as part of a group. And isn't that of what it is in building community and building inclusivity? And the other thing is, pushing, yes, as the leader and as the instructor in the class, you're motivating the class, but push the members or the participants to motivate one another too. So I'll say things like, in the next set, I want you to give 110%, give it your all for the person beside you, for that woman beside you. Push for her. do it for her. This is when people feed off each other's energy, right? We're motivating each other. And in turn, someone else in that room is doing it for you. So really building that inclusivity, it starts as simple as in a fitness class, but building other women up and working together as a team to make change.
Wow.
And you maybe want to stand up and do 10 squats.
Yeah.
I say that's a mic drop moment. I'm going to use that in my class tomorrow. Do it for the person beside you. That is like, oh, wow. I've been teaching for 40 years this month, and I don't know if I have ever used that skill. Maybe I have, but I am certainly going to add that to my toolbox. Thank you. Thank you. Such inclusive language. The other thing that it was inspired by is if you haven't written an article on that or a book, please do, because that is amazing. And I'm sure a great lesson plan, eh, Tara?
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you. Again, common thread, but very unique perspectives from the questions so far. Now, what I love to do is I love to go after your insights and your thoughts and your opinions, both asking unique questions, but I'm going to ask one question, the same for each of you. Feel free to jump in as you wish. My question is, what do you believe is the most significant challenge women face in health and fitness industry today? Doesn't matter where, from in it or over it or in leading it. And how can we collectively overcome it? That is the most significant challenge, to create a more inclusive and supportive environment for women and for all.
So I have a comment on that. If I can jump in.
Go for it.
So I think, we've all heard as fitness experts, women not wanting to come to the gym because they're not fit. They're not in shape yet, which is so sad. And it breaks my heart even more because I hear it way more from the women than the men, that they're not ready to take our program at the college because they're not in shape. And I think, well, you're the person, you're one of the people we want in this program. So I would say my answer would be unrealistic body standards. Women are worried more about how they look rather than what their bodies can achieve. So I would love to see, the industry's come so far. We still have so far to go, but such a shift from focusing on aesthetics and shifting that to focusing on ability.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Tara, when you say ability, I think of it from the perspective of those working in the fitness industry. And what I often see is that women personal trainers, for example, are feeling this need to prove themselves. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes more than male or men counterparts, in that when, we're in the fitness industry, we have to know our skills. We have to know, what it is that we are selling, for example. But I find that in addition to, selling a program, for example, or teaching a fitness class or doing a personal training program, in addition to that, sometimes women personal trainers don't feel like they can just sell a service, but that they also have to sell themselves. I don't know if any.
100%.
Oh,
when I worked
yes.
as a pastor, I used to deal with that all the time. And someone would say, well, you can't train the football players because you don't play football. I can tell you, I can train the hell out of a football player.
Yeah.
This is the thing. And instead of, just selling a service, you're now having to sell yourself, fighting to share that you're an expert in the field, fighting to share your credibility. And I think one way we can combat this is obviously exactly what we're doing on the panel today, is pumping each other up, right? Motivating, but letting the world know of the women that you work with. Social media is fantastic for this because it takes me all of 10 seconds to grab my phone and to go on some social media channel and do a shout out, right? For my fellow women in the fitness industry. It takes me 5 seconds probably, but really focusing on that, and not necessarily just on the woman as a human, but on the expert and what she is bringing to the table and why you want to work with this person. They know their stuff. So exactly what you're saying, continuing to build that confidence in ourselves, but obviously in one another as well.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel that women especially what I see in all the years I've taught, and I do go to another gym too, is we're just doubted more. There is undoubtedly more barriers that we have to cross as women to get to our goal. That's why you see women like hustling, and you can tell that woman is going for it. She's fierce. And what I find there's a gap in sometimes is other women supporting other women. And then sometimes I do see it. So it's very intriguing and interesting in the different economy, the different avatars out there of the gyms and everything as to, what the gap is and are we supporting that gap? I was actually really excited for this question because I feel as women, it's always harder for us. We walk into a gym and sometimes that support's not there. But what I'm hearing and seeing now is that we can overcome that barrier. We can create more supportive environments by doing things like this. We can empower everyone through education, mentorships, workshops, podcasts, listening to each other, giving each other more ideas. There is so much we can do together to get past that barrier so we feel comfortable walking into a fitness class and bringing the friend with us next time.
Very true. And if it's to be, it's up to me, right? Yeah. High five.
Like that. I like that, Mo.
Yeah. If it's to be, it's up to me. Don't wait to be asked to contribute. Don't wait to be invited into the reception, the room, the event. If you're not invited, just invite yourself. And I recall my very first international reception in a fitness industry. And the first comment I got when I walked into the room, where there was only one other woman that happened to be one of my great mentors today, Lynn Brick, was, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah. I completely agree with that. I've always said, create what you want and don't be afraid to get it. You have to go for it. Everyone out there, anyone listening, if there's something that you want, you're on the edge of your seat right now, wanting to go for it, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Yay. Absolutely. This is the best juice ever, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a great segue because we could chat I think we could go for a day. So let's plan that in our next encounter, but probably a great segue to, create what you want and go for it. What exciting opportunities, projects, initiatives are you currently working on, ladies, that you further believe through the work that you're doing will empower women in the health and fitness industry or any industry or profession for that matter rise?
Well, I know we're doing a few things, but one that I'm very excited about, and Tara, you actually spoke to this target market or this niche or this avatar that we're working to help. So we're going back online, but we're going to do it with mobile personal training and fitness classes with the use of an app. And essentially our goal here is to reach the women that are working out at home and are not yet feeling confident or comfortable enough to come into the gym space. So this is the avatar that we are working with, scaffolded approach to build their confidence. So in a safe and secure environment, which for many of them is their home, they will start to work with our team and begin to build that confidence before, we're extending that hand to bring them into the gym space with us. And we spoke about collaboration and building community. And another way we're going to do that is by introducing those women that are working online to one another, so that when they feel ready, when it's their time to come in and join us in the studio, they already have a friend that they're able to bring along and do that with.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
It's like winning formula.
Yeah.
Congrats. Woo.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And not to mention, you'll be able to extend your reach beyond Port Perry.
That's
because
right.
You have such a reputation and build a strong brand for yourself. So that's done. And of course, you have a lot of students out in the world that have taken your courses and now will be able to potentially work with you in another way.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's fabulous. All right. I want to hear more.
Awesome. I'm going to go next because I'm pumped for this. I'm so excited. So someone asked me the other day, how much have you given back to the community? And I thought about it and I added it up and did the math, and we've donated to the pregnancy center, the homeless shelter, the Owen Sound Hospital, the local doctor's office. And I thought, I don't really know what that number is. And I added up, and believe this, over the last 3 years, we have donated over $100,000 in donations in just 3 years. But I need to mention, I have a small team. It's 3 kids, me and my husband, and I have 1 assistant. And I thought to myself, whoa, 100 grand over the last 3 years is pretty incredible. And we are so rural. Like, our population here is, I think, under 2,000 people.
What?
And so,
Wow.
so I thought, I'm going to give this a name. So I created the Community Needs Network. And this is giving this platform a name because we're already doing this. We continue to do it. I just did another one last week. And this is us empowering people, especially women, and just giving back to the community, mentoring, all of this. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And this is the first time I've shared that name, actually.
Oh, you girl, it's like
congratulations.
out in the world. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
And wow. To be able to reflect on, the efforts really does. And I'm sure for you, it not only made you realize just the impact that you have had, but, just the lives you have changed as a result. It must just fuel you, Jessica, to keep, doing what you do because, like you said, you have a small team. And I love how your team is your family.
Yeah. My kids go and shop for donations. I actually paired socks for 2 hours and negotiated a deal for 32 cents a sock. And then I almost got in a fight with the lady who came over to the sock bin. I asked her, what do you need socks for? So yes, my kids are always part of it. That is my why. So it's important that they see community giving back. I don't even really think a second thinking of it because it's just what we do. It's just like who we are. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty inspiring to hear the impact it has because people now it's just naturally people call me. This is what we need. What can you do? And to get to that platform, that's pretty strong, and that's where I want to be. And that's why I partner with canfitpro and other big platforms like this because it's getting to be too much for just our family, and I do need more help. So this is going to help extend that reach.
There you go. And you'll find out just how you can connect with Jessica and work with her in a moment. Tara, you want to close this off with your exciting initiative project or?
Sure. I'm going to share 2 short ones. At Mohawk, one thing I really am passionate about, and I know, Mo, you've been a part of this since its inception, is an entrepreneurial-based course that I teach. And this really allows students to choose a business that they're interested in the health, wellness, or fitness industry. And what I love is watching the women in particular in the course really gravitate towards women's issues. I've seen businesses developed related to pre-postnatal, menopausal, domestic abuse. And I feel that this hopefully empowers them to really build the business or career of their dreams. So that course is continuing and takes place every winter. So stay tuned. There's so many great ideas that come out of that. And then outside of the college, I'm involved in the Community Support Center, Haldimand, Norfolk, where we offer so many programs to the community that are designed to address wellness and well-being. Particularly, we look at food insecurity in our community. And so it empowers women and others to access resources and learn healthy habits that they might not otherwise have available to them. So those are kind of the 2 passion things of mine that are front and foremost right now.
Oh, wow. That's so great. I know that the work that you do in your local community, and I really love the entrepreneur course at Mohawk and the role that you've played in that. And I am just blown away by what students can imagine for new businesses and how entrepreneurial their spirits are. It's just incredible. I feel like if I had a course like that in school, I would probably have, I know I'd still be in the fitness industry, but I might have found my courage earlier in my career.
They're truly inspiring, the students.
Yeah. I always thought I had to follow. I didn't realize I could lead. Well, my mother called it bossiness, but I thought I came to learn it was leadership. So there, but thank you for that work. And your students are incredible. They blow me away every time I come to your Fit to Pitch event. So you that'll probably maybe leave us for another conversation on another day.
Absolutely.
But this is going to be our rapid fire round. This is always a challenge. I love it because I get to ask my guests one word or one phrase that describes your personal mantra or philosophy in life.
I've got mine.
Okay.
Live with purpose, explore with passion, and take life deeper.
Can you say that again?
Live with purpose, explore with passion, and take life deeper.
Take life deeper. Love it. Oh
All
boy,
ties back to the scuba analogy.
that's
I
right.
love that.
That's awesome.
Mo, you know what's funny is that if you had asked me that question a year or two ago, it'd be a very different word. I would have used the word hustle, and everything was hustle, hustle. But I learned that hustle can lead to spiritual, mental, and physical burnout. It's a real thing, and it made me very unwell. So for anyone that's using that hustle word, I'm going to change my word, and I'm going to change it to progression. And with progress, it means we're moving forward. Speed can change. Hustle to me is fast. Go faster, faster, faster. Progress, it can go slow. It can go fast. It can change direction. But as long as we're continuing to work towards that same goal, I feel more content with that. I think it's important to note too, that we can't compare our progress to one another's progress, right? Like we said, we're all on a different journey. We come with our own experiences. Remember that progress does not mean perfection, right? With progress, we're continuing to change, progression, but doesn't mean we're trying to be perfect. And then I also find helps for me to track. I like habit tracking. I like journaling. And for me, I'm old school. I like a paper and a pen at the beginning of every month. I write down my goals for that month. And then I do little check-ins, little habit tracking, little check-ins of my progress to see where I'm at. And then taking away that stress of, okay, maybe that does need to be pushed forward, to another month. As long as progress is being made, that's what counts. So let's change that word to
That
progress.
is incredible advice. Incredible advice. A wonderful philosophy. And congrats on that exploration and realization. Boy, amazing. All right, Jessica, bring us home.
So mine is going all in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not going all in, I would question if you know your why deep enough. Because why not show up every day and go all in for what you want, because you do deserve it.
I agree with you 100%. 100%. In fact, if you're living your why, and giving yourself permission to live your why without apology, then you will be going all in, because you've removed the roadblocks to meet everyone else's expectations or boundaries, and you are choosing to mark and walk your own path. And that is courageous. It's entrepreneurial, but it's truly, we only have one life to live. So why wait to get permission from others? Damn it. Just go all in. And that is a fantastic, whatever day you're listening to this episode, I'm sure it will just get you out of your seat and get you on your feet in the direction of forward, which is progress and, taking life deeper. Did I say that right? No? Did I come up with it right?
You did, yep.
Oh,
TLT, taking life deeper.
There you go. Every time I see you now, I know what to say. That is brilliant. And, my mantra for philosophy for today will be, when you know why, the way appears.
Yeah.
And we can layer on each other's philosophies to bring it all together. So that is an amazing, we just baked a beautiful cake and we iced it too. So I'm going to close with a quote, and I love this quote, and I actually love to give credit where credit's deserved. And I discovered something about this quote that I did not know before. So I want to leave you with what I feel embodies the spirit of women who influence and empower. Here's to strong women. May we know them. May we be them. May we raise them. Again, here's to strong women. May we know them. May we be them. May we raise them. Now, what I wasn't aware is this quote is often attributed to various sources and is considered a popular feminist saying. However, the exact origin is unclear, as it is circulated widely in various forms and contexts. It captures the essence of empowerment and support among women, regardless of its specific author. So credit to everyone that has used that in various forms and contexts and has captured the essence with the actions that they have aligned with to move forward in their journey and bringing other women with them. So I'm going to close by congratulating all of you on your incredible epic year that brought you to where we are today, and for really stepping into your courage to fulfill the nomination for the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. You all had different journeys getting to this. And again, congratulations to you all. Congratulations, Jennifer. And then we have, as I said, also award recipients in many different genres here, all winners you are. And I'm so blessed to know you. And I just want to say I'm so grateful for you in my life. And I want to also close by just reminding you all that if you want to work or connect with these three fabulous individuals, please take your pen to paper or your thumbs to your smart device. And here's how you can connect. And then I'll say goodbye. So Jessica, how can we best connect with you?
Yeah, you can come to my website, jessicahastings-lesperance.ca, and I'm all over socials. You'll find me.
Yes, and you can connect and see Jessica's story in the latest edition of the canfitpro September-October issue. Right on the front cover. Cover girl, you are.
It was fun. It's a good picture.
And Jen, how can we connect with you?
You'll find me on Instagram. It's northend_fitness, or visit our website. It's northendfit.com.
Thank you. And Tara, how can we connect with you, my friend?
Mine would be, the easiest would be LinkedIn and just using my name, Tara Dinyer.
Excellent. And thank you. I need to use LinkedIn more. It's an incredible platform for connecting on so many different levels, but it seems to be the new place for people to really connect with like-minded and goals and journeys. So LinkedIn, thumbs up to you. So I'm going to close by just saying to all, thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for following and downloading this podcast and sharing it with your friends and your community. And for those who are interested in learning more about the amazing Sharon Mann and the Inspiration Award in her memory, you're welcome to reach out or go to www.canfitpro.com/award-winners. And you get to learn all about our winners this year. And they are here on this podcast. Jen, you're featured. Jessica, you're featured. And so learn more. And please think about nominating either a colleague, a friend, a family member, as in the case of Jen. Her husband nominated her, or you can nominate yourself. So that'll take place next summer. And the time is now to reflect and then reset and then consider your opportunities going forward. And let's all keep that progress moving in the direction of forward. And until next time, thanks, everyone. Thank you, gals. Mwah.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you.